Well, everyone has talked a whole lot about Waylon and his obvious attraction for Gracie. But what a lot of people don't understand is that it may not be a physical attraction as much as it is something completely different. That's right, something completely different. You're not going to know what I'm talking about until you give me a chance to explain. Yet I don't have a chance to explain. Look at the flies on you. Yet I won't have a chance to explain until I get this feed poured out. So y'all have to stick with me just for a couple of seconds here. I'm going to do two things while I'm here. I'm not only going to feed everybody, but I'm also going to put some fly spray out. Now, listen, my friends, right now I'm setting out grains, but no one wants grains right now. The green grass is a whole lot more nutritious. This right here is sort of like a social event. We've all enjoyed going to have a few drinks with friends after work, or maybe gathering with family on a special event. It's not really because you're hungry. It's because we all like that little social event. All right, let me get my spray, and then we'll talk more about Waylon and this supposed attraction to Gracie. You guys need this for your own good. I know you don't like it. No one likes to be sprayed down with bug spray, but it's going to make you feel a whole lot better, I promise, with these bugs off of you. All right, I got both of them real good. These two here are the hardest to get. And you know the problem with this is if I wasn't doing it from when they were young. If I'd been doing this from the time they were young, it'd been, oh my God, what are you looking at, you big galoot? I wouldn't mind having me a little snack this morning. And I certainly wouldn't mind having some bug spray, because these bugs are out of control. And so, well, I got Waylon and Jolene good. I got them doused down real good. But of course, you all know that they have been exposed to this from the time they were little bitty. I was hard-headed back in the days of baby Pearl and baby Gracie. And you know, you learn, guys. You live and you learn. We're a whole lot better now at what we do than what we were 3 and 4 years ago. But looks like the bugs are bad enough to where we can get us a good fire going over here. And I'll go ahead and light that before I leave. All right, so from day one, we have seen Waylon pretty much attach himself to Gracie. And if you're like me, first things you thought was that, oh no, he's gonna give up on his girl of his sweetheart of all this time, and he's falling for another girl. Guys, I got some news for you though, and it's something you're not gonna. I don't know how you're gonna think about this, because I don't know how I think about this. Let me introduce you all to Waylon's mother. Let me introduce everybody to Waylon's mother. And then we're going to talk more about this whole thing with Gracie. Does anybody see any form of resemblance? And let's not forget that Waylon was taken off his mom at the age of 6 months, which is pretty young to be weaned. But because of the severe drought we were going through, and no one had grass, and grains were too expensive, even we even decided to go ahead and wean Jolene early. And we did that. And that's how we acquired Waylon. But his mama, who looked a whole lot like Gracie, makes you wonder if whenever he sees Gracie, he doesn't physically think immediately, hey, she looks like my mama. Are you my mama? Ladies, I know you don't want to hear this because I don't know how you get along with your mother-in-laws. But you do know that they say that a lot of men will marry someone not to be their mother, but who reminds them of their mother. That's something weird about men, y'all. It's something weird about men that they say we marry women that remind us of our mothers. I don't know how true that is. I really want to spray her. Sweetie, what I'm going to do, see, if I spray from this angle, I'm going to end up getting the spray all in her feet, and then it's going to make that feet good for nothing. So I kind of have to come up from behind her, but her horns are where most of the flies are congregated. So I'm going to wait until that feet's almost gone, where it's not much left anyway, and go ahead and spray her. Oh, she's going to be mad, but it's going to make her feel a lot better, I promise. This spray is good for about 24 to 48 hours. These two have not been bothered. They're not bothered again. They have nothing on them at all. It doesn't take much, just a little bit of that spray down the backbone, and it's all it takes. But you can see poor Pearl there has the tips of her horns. That's where all of the blood vessels come to, and it's a really tender skin right there. And that's where all the flies want to congregate. And that's also a place she can't really scratch very easily. Her tail can swoosh and move most of them off her backside. But along the front, right there along the horns, you don't really have a way to get them off. Not do it with one hand, guys. I can't drive and do this with the same hand. Oh, I'm downwind now, or upwind. Okay. I got those three though. Those three are good. What this boils down to is simple. Waylon just misses his mommy. He does. Waylon misses his mommy. And I have no problem with him trying to, love up to Gracie. It's just kind of sad that whereas we all thought it might be kind of a romantic thing, in fact, it's probably just the little guy who misses his mommy. Now, I want to show you what's also happened since Waylon has begun to try to reconnect with quote-unquote his mommy. Let me go over here and show you what's happening in the back pasture. Jolene has also found a reconnect with her mother. Now, you remember that we weaned both Waylon and Jolene very young, probably too young. They were 6 months, the both of them, when we weaned them. And so if all of a sudden he sees her as someone who looks like his mother, and of course Jolene and Pearl are mother and daughter, and all of a sudden they've kind of reconnected. The only thing they're not doing right now is nursing off each other. They're not nursing. No one is nursing anymore. But how sweet, Waylon, that you found a girlfriend who looks like your mama. I did not say you have mommy issues. No one said you have mommy issues, okay? I didn't say that. I did not say you have mommy issues. But could I please get a show of hands in the comments of all of you ladies that are married to a man, or you've dated the man. Maybe you dated the man. You didn't marry him, but you dated him, and you could tell that he had mommy issues. Because mommy issues show themselves in so many ways. So many different ways. And I don't think they're ever good. But I've seen that. I've heard that expression before a number of times. So if you're all wondering why I have that long rope tied to that fence and how I have it tied open, it's because you all remember, we have gotten animals locked in this pasture before. And we have a very small water trough over there. That thing probably only holds 20 gallons of water, and one animal would drink that dry in a day. And so my biggest fear is that somehow, either as a prank or as a joke or by accident, one of the animals get locked in here, or maybe all four of them get locked in here, and I end up not coming to the house that day to check. Ben's not here to check, or Ellie's not here to check, or for whatever reason, any animal has to go time without water. That would be just horrific. And we're not going to risk that. So I did. I opened the gate, the big steel gate here, the one that we made for Tex, and I have it tied open so it cannot close. We'll look at these two. Look at these two here. Hoping that Daddy will come by and drop off some grains and maybe do some fly spray. I'm wondering where oh, here we go. There's her. Oh, there we go. Okay, couldn't find everybody.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.